Hey guys, this is Tactics coming today with another game mode review. Today we are going to be going over Gunmaster. It'll be the second of the three game modes that will be implemented with the new DLC. And this one is pretty much taken off of the original, coming off of Counter-Strike, and then also it was in Black Ops. But this is a little bit different. It's 16 players total, just like with all the other DLC game modes. And the thing about this is that it's a team-based game, 8v8, which I don't agree with. I feel that they should have set this as a free-for-all. Or if they were going to make this team-based game mode, they should have had more players. What happens is that you run around the map trying to find people for a majority of the game. A lot of the times these games can end up going 18 to 20 minutes, which I don't think they should. Now, with Gunmaster, there's 17 levels. Each level brings you a different gun that has a different setup on attachments. And for 1 through 15, you need to have 2 kills in order to level up. So you start off pretty small with your pistols, and then you start going through all the different classes as you go up. The very last two, at level 16 and level 17, only require 1 kill. So let's go ahead and start going over this. You start off, like I said, with your pistols, the MP443. I made a chart for you guys so that you can see all the weapons for every single bit of the level. Hope that works out for you. But I'll start going about what I think about the game mode and pretty much the weapons that they give you. So, to start with, you start with the MP443. After 2 kills, you work your way up to the 93R, which then goes to the 44 Magnum. Now, the first 3 weapons, they go pretty fast. It's not a problem. Then you go into the next set, which will be your PDWs. And it's the PP19 that's suppressed. And after that, you go into the P90. And those weapons go fast as well, especially if the other players are still stuck on their pistols. It's pretty easy to get those kills. After you finish the PDWs off, you get into the shotguns. It starts off with the Spaz 12, the new weapon that you get in the DLC. It's pretty much a stock weapon almost with buckshot. It doesn't take too long to get your 2 kills with that, but the next weapon, which would be the MK3A1, the jackhammer, is with frag rounds. This gun, depending on what map you're playing, can be a pain in the ass to go ahead and get your kills on. Reason being is that the frag rounds are so weak, you could pretty much empty a clip at someone and they just will not die. So be very happy if you're able to get the MK3A1 out of the way very fast. I have troubles at times. I will admit that it took me quite a few gameplays to actually get a decent Gunmaster, because what ends up happening is even if you win, sometimes you die a lot because of the later weapons. I'll talk about that in a bit. But I mean, you usually can average, say on a winning round, 32 and say 20 to 25. A lot of the times I see people going 32 and 30, right around there. Those are usually like the winning scores. Nothing too amazing. This is not a game mode that you go into to get a good KDR. I myself hate this game mode, but let's go ahead and keep going throughout this. So I just ended off with the MK3A1. After the MK3A1, you end up going into the next set, which would be the engineer weapons. So you get the ACWR, which is another one of the new weapons you get with the DLC. This gun goes very fast. They put some decent attachments on it. After that, they put you with the MTAR, and that's also another weapon that goes relatively fast. But the engineer guns don't take very long to get your kills with. You'll see in the video that I breeze through it pretty fast. After the engineer weapons, they start going into the assault weapons, and they use both the weapons that came in the DLC again. They start with the AUG A3, and that one's pretty easy to go through as well. I always like the red dot sights. And then you get the SCAR L. SCAR L doesn't take too long, but some people do not like the US Holo, and for some reason I don't like the US Holo at all in this weapon, but that really shouldn't hinder you too much in the game mode. After we get done with the assault rifles, it then goes into the support weapons. It starts with the LSAT and then goes to the L86A2. Those are both weapons, once again, that came with the DLC. The LSAT, I do not like it very much, at least in this game mode. Reason being is because they stick a zoom optic scope on it, and they really shouldn't have. I felt like what they should have done with all the weapons is just leave them bare stock. Nothing but stock settings on the guns. But they decided to go ahead and put different attachments on for different weapons. So, like I said, LSAT can be trouble for you at times. The zoom optic scope isn't very effective on it. After the LSAT, you get the L86A2, and that weapon isn't too bad. They put an ACOG scope on it. I mean, you can breeze through it depending on the situation, but I mean, I generally don't have too much of a problem with that weapon at all. So after the support weapons, we then go into a few of the extra weapons, which would be the snipers. So they start with the M417, and they stick an ACOG and foregrip on that weapon. It's not bad, but I don't like scopes on the M417. I prefer iron sights. So that's another weapon that came in the DLC. The next weapon after you use the M417 would be the J&G 90. They stick an ACOG on that one as well, and they also put a laser on it. This weapon can be a pain in the butt as well to go and get your 2 kills with. It's the last of the 2 kill weapons that you need to use, and the problem that you might run into is that you're going to be putting a bullet into someone, and if you don't get that within 15-meter chest shot or you don't get a headshot, you're basically going to get killed if they're decent at all. So your choices are either to get that up close and personal chest shot or headshot, or you can steal someone's kill after there's already been some damage put into them. Like I said though, I sometimes struggle when I get to the J&G. In this video, it doesn't take too long. I got lucky on a pretty much no scope headshot, and then after that, I get a shot in the back on someone. But after we get done with the sniper rifles, then you get into the random weapons, which would be the M320. It's the new M320 variant that they came out with that doesn't shoot explosive rounds. What ends up happening is it shoots a grenade that has a delayed explosion. And this is the weapon that is going to give everybody the most trouble. Without a doubt, it only requires 1 kill, but that 1 kill is a pain in the butt. A direct shot up close does not kill the enemy. So what ends up happening is, do not shoot at the enemy. What happens after that is that it has a delayed explosion. When that delayed explosion goes off, you have to pray that they have enough damage put on them, or that they're close enough to that grenade to give you the kill. So beware, the M320, which is at level 16, is without a doubt the hardest weapon to get a kill with. What I suggest you do is, if you find if anyone is following you, shoot it on the wall ahead of you and then keep running by it and hope that they chase you right into the explosion, or sit in a far enough place where you're by yourself and you can just start shooting them in every place that you feel that the enemies are going to start running through. You can get lucky, get kills right away, or it could take you a long time. That one weapon can cause you to lose your lead and lose the game overall if you're not, careful enough and if you're not effective enough. So after we do that, we finally get into the last level, which is level 17, and that would be the knife. All you need to do is get 1 kill. Was really confused in this video because I thought I actually lost the round at the end. I thought that the person that was on my team beat me with the knife kill, but for some reason it almost looked like a glitch and I got the kill. Pay attention to that. I thought it was kind of awkward. So that covers the weapons. Let's go ahead and talk about my opinions on it. I think that Gunmaster was a big mistake with how they put it in for this DLC. I do not think it should have been team-based. I felt like they should have made it free-for-all, or they should have had more players available for this one game mode alone. Reason being, you can waste so much time just looking around on the map. This one gameplay right here was the fastest I ever had with a Gunmaster. It only took about 10.5 to 11 minutes, but usually they last 18 to 20 minutes. And that's just because you have a hard time finding them, and the second problem is because people struggle on the later weapons. But, like I said, I don't really like it that much. I felt like they could have done a much better job. Free-for-all would have been the best option possible for it. And I also just feel like they should have left it to where you end up having your weapons on stock settings. But that's just my own opinion. Now, let me go over another few factors in this. If you get knifed at all when you're playing this game mode, you lose 1 rank back. Now, it's not generally just going from, let's say, level 15 to level 14, because if you already have 1 kill with your weapons, it will just drop you back 1 kill. You get demoted, yes, but you only fall back 1 kill. So definitely protect yourself at all times. Don't let yourself just get knifed in the back. You don't want to fall back, especially if it's a close game. Another thing I want to go and discuss is, you see that there's a bar that shows up on the bottom of your screen whenever you're playing Gunmaster. That bar lets you know where all your opponents are at, your teammates as well as any people that you're competing with in the game. Green obviously stands for squad mate, white would just be either teammate or enemy. So definitely pay attention to that bar. You can scroll it over to look at the different levels, but it's definitely an effective tool when you need to be able to pay attention to what your enemies are doing. So, last bit that I need to go over when it comes to Gunmaster is that the win is based off your team. So say I win right here, everybody that was on my team gets the win as well. It says that you lost in the screen afterwards, and it shows you the file or the order that you were in regards to points and level. But anybody that was on my team of 8 will actually get the win. So that covers it for Gunmaster. I'm just going to go ahead and let the rest of the gameplay play out. But my opinion is that I don't like it. They could have done a much better job with it. I am not going to play it ever again after this. I don't care. I'd rather play Conquest Domination. And next I will be coming out with the Squad Deathmatch for the close quarters. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. If you have any comments, please give me your feedback. And if you like, feel free to subscribe. So guys, hope you enjoy and have a great rest of the day.